What's good, guys? It's your boy Intuitive G from anaturalgift.com coming at you with another Son of the Wise podcast episode. Now, I'm not going to tell you what episode this is because it may be out of order. We've had some changes going on behind the scenes, and we're adapting, we're moving, we're grooving, just like this pandemic not getting me down. Changes don't get me down at all. Everything is divine. Everything. Now, forgive me because it's new. Yes, I'm used to talking to you guys. I'm used to talking to the camera. But what I'm not used to talking to is myself on camera. I'm always used to looking at the pages, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be looking at the camera or at myself. I don't know. Call me vain. This is more natural to me. I don't know. Maybe once I start smoking, I'll figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. That might be a theme today. I don't know. But no, you guys, never affirm you don't know, by the way. This is all jokes here. You know, we like the flow of energy here. But as Intuitive G, as the spirit guide, you know, as the mystic master, never affirm you don't know. It's always I am, I can, I will. And when you truly don't know, I try. Let me break that down one more step. You have to be creative in this process because it's all relative to you, right? And everything has intention. Everything is relative to you. So be very creative when it comes to your growth. So I say don't affirm I don't know because you're creating a block for yourself, right? Gee, do you know where I can get some sage? I don't know. If I took 5 more seconds and thought about like, oh, Walmart has sage, I do know. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I am not sure, but I will find out. I do not know off the top of my head, but I am able to help you out. Realize what you're affirming. Because once you say, I don't know, you're setting up a block. Something is bothering you off camera. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm cringing over here. Hold on 1 second. We've got a great episode ready for you guys today. And I always say we, because when you are speaking with people, not even to people, but when you're exchanging, when you're speaking with people and you allow yourself to affirm that this is about us and not about self, I, right now, when we affirm together, we uplift. When we exchange with one another, it's energy. So why not uplift that? So allowing myself to say we, I'm encompassing me, myself, and I, but I'm also allowing an exchange to happen. I just see my first guest popped in here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring her in. Today is all about creativity and artistry. I'm really looking forward to this, you know, and so you guys know I'm a little obscure when it comes to these topics. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I really think this is going to be a great conversation. Her name is Sunshine. She goes by the Art Reader. You guys are going to have an amazing exchange with her today, and I can't wait. So I'm not even gonna wait any longer. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in. And we're just gonna be flowing and talking about our creativity, different types of artistry today, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hey, your audio's, oh, there you go. Your audio's good to go.
Okay, perfect. I was just getting my
let me turn you up. What's going on, Miss Sunshine?
Nothing spiritual, G. Awesome. I love that look. You always so stylish.
You know, I had to throw it on. I was like, man, I look crazy right now because, you know, the pandemic has everybody chilling. I'm going to working because I work at a school, so I'm distance learning, even though we still have to go into the building because we're a residential school. So I'm there in sweatpants.
You're chilling. You gotta be like, you always make it look good though, no matter what you.
You know, look. I'm not gonna put the camera down to see what's below now because that's a whole different game going on. I said, let me represent it from the waist up.
That's all they need to see, right?
Yo, I'm loving the shirt. I'm loving that shirt.
Like my man here.
Yo, I'm loving that shirt. Is there a graphic at the bottom or is just that?
Just this part.
I love that.
But I need some more gear. I need some more Prince gear for sure. I have to get it online. But I saw this when I was out and about. So, you know, I had to represent.
Just let me go ahead and throw this in the bag real quick.
Yep, I need that. Ever since even my mom said when I was a kid, she said anytime his music came on, she said I would always dance to his music.
Maybe there's a connection there.
It's always been a connection. And even when he came to LA, probably back in maybe like 2009, 2010, he put on concert at the tickets were starting at $25. They weren't any more expensive than $100. He showed love to the city.
Yo, and he's from where?
Huh?
And he's from where? Isn't he like
Minnesota?
Minnesota. That's right. That's there's talent.
He just showed love. He could have made those tickets astronomical prices.
He could have did anything he wanted. He's Prince.
Exactly.
Sleep well, King. Well, he over there working, I'm sure he got some.
He doing all kinds of spiritual work.
He doing all kinds of stuff. He might be watching us right now.
No. I wonder what a conversation with him would have been like. I wonder.
I truly think, and this is perfect. Like, first of all, like creativity and artistry, this is a perfect conversation to have. I really think he would have been so insightful. I think it would have been like you and I, insightful yet real and fun. Like, I don't feel like he took much shit. Yeah. I don't feel like he did.
He didn't. He really asserted himself.
He did. When he did that whole rebirth, I wasn't around. I'm a 90s baby. So I wasn't around for the rebirth of Prince. Like when he started using the artist formerly known as.
Yes.
Like I think that went into his record label and a whole bunch of other stuff that he was dealing with. But when he was projecting the Ankh, and you know his guitar was an Ankh, and he allowed himself to just be divinely masculine and feminine, I'm just like, I didn't know how to recognize that as a child. I didn't know what I was looking at, but I knew this man was creative. Like that's all that resonated with me. I was like, who is this? And then now I'm a purple man. You know, honestly, one of my favorites was or is When Doves Cry.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's like on the way back from.
It's this part at the end of the song when you listen to it on radio. You know, at the end, he screams, which is my favorite part of the song, right? They on radio, they always cut that part off. That's my favorite part of the song.
I wish radio play was extended versions.
I'm like, that's the highlight of the song when he screams at
cut it off. They're like, hey, cool, that was Prince. When Doves Cry. I'm like, that. You ain't played When Doves Cry. You played When Doves. You forgot crying at the end. You forgot the cry.
Exactly. Exactly, the cry, right?
Right, you forgot the cry. You only letting the doves come through. What happened to the emotions?
They ain't knowing. Like, DJ, y'all gotta show some respect to the men.
So you're based in LA, right?
Yes, well, technically I'm in Long Beach, in the city of Long Beach, but yes, LA is just like
Long Beach got some
right
history.
Next door. Yeah, it's got a lot of history.
Yeah.
I love it. Snoop Dogg is from Long Beach.
So that's why I'm getting all this real vibes from you over here, because Long Beach don't play. Like, y'all was some of the coolest, because you know I used to live in Vegas. Like, and so I was.
Oh yeah, so you are
okay. Everything, because I was gonna say we are a free channel here. I am ready.
Oh, okay. Well, no, this is
in the camera. You ain't got to hide nothing.
I mean, it's a 420 friendly state, right?
There you go. So you're based in Long Beach.
Yes.
So you're from Long Beach.
I am from California. I'm a native. I'm from a small town called Moreno Valley, California.
Moreno Valley. Now that's not one of the towns you drive through from Vegas, is it? Because I didn't drove through some small.
You were close to there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were very close when you were coming up, like the 15. If you went through like the Inland Empire cities like Riverside and places like that. Yeah, they say it's in Riverside County, out there in the boondocks and the deserts. So
I would see those signs when I would go play lotto, like, because in Nevada, you know, you can't play lotto in Vegas. You have to go.
You can't?
Line. No, because the casinos have such a monopoly on the city. You can't play.
Understood.
It's crazy.
You can tell I don't gamble, right?
Listen, when the Mega Ball came around and my friends were willing to take the drive, I'm like, yo, I'm with it. I'll spend my $5. That's all. I like, even in Vegas at the casinos, I'll spend $20. I'm like, all right, if I ain't getting that back, I'm good. Like,
exactly. I always had a limit. Like when I was always one of the ones, okay, $100 limit.
Right. Like, I would go out with my mom and yo, my mother used to talk so much shit to me when I would go out and gamble. When she was like, I can't bring you nowhere. She was like, $20, Jamil? You cheap now? I'm like,
you're a very wise man.
She would have like a limit of like 300 to 500, but she had such divine luck, let's say that, and she brings back 2,000-3,000 at a time. There was one night she won damn near, I want to say 8,000. It was like 7,000 and change. And we're not in the casinos at tables. We were at a bar with virtual games. Right, that part.
So they're just everywhere. Vegas, they're just everywhere. You go into 7-Eleven, it's a slot machine. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere.
I'm surprised they didn't have them in my apartment complex.
That's crazy. It's
like, you know what? Keep living. We want your rent first. Then
they know what they're doing.
That's a fact.
They know what they're doing. Yeah, but you know, California native, grew up in the desert. Early childhood, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But from age maybe like 6, but the majority of my life from elementary, high school, desert.
Okay.
Then it's too hot. Trucked it back here to LA. It's like, I can't do that. Too hot.
So you have, I always say you have 2 titles. Like I was talking to one of my cousins. If it doesn't look like I'm looking at you, I'm sorry. I keep looking, like right before you came in, I was looking at myself and I was talking to the people. I'm like, it's so weird. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look. Like, do I look here? Do I look there?
No, you read my mind. I was thinking the same thing earlier, but see, we're on the same page. I think that you're looking just fine. Okay. It's like we're mirroring each other. I feel the same thing.
For real. Like, and I'm glad you said that because I always tell family, friend, or foe, this moment is supposed to be a mirror. You know, we're supposed to be able to mirror each other. If you're not learning or noticing at least something within yourself or me in the moment, we're doing something wrong. Like, if there's no type of synchronicity, we're doing something wrong, in my opinion.
That's true. That's true.
I just think there can always be a moment of growth, good, bad, or indifferent.
Understood.
What you drinking on?
I love coffee.
So I was the only one who would make a cup at 6 o'clock at night and be good.
See, we're vibing. We're definitely vibing.
See, I would have put.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
You're good. No, it's all good. I can still hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to turn up the volume. Forgive me. Because okay, here we go. Yes, you were talking about 6 a.m., 6 in the morning, 6 p.m. coffee, 6 p.m. coffee.
Absolutely. Like, this would have went back in the fridge. Like, because I didn't make another pot. You know, this is what I get. Spirit always tells me to listen to what I'm about to do, my intuition, and I don't have to follow. Sometimes I don't follow through. Past few weeks, Spirit's been real creative. Spirit's been real creative with me. It's like, listen, you don't listen, we're gonna make you regret it. And now I'm regretting it because I was like, oh, go make a cup of coffee because you're gonna be on here for a couple hours. I was like, no, yes. I don't want to look crazy on camera with them on the West Coast because both of my guests on the West Coast, you and somebody else are on the West Coast. He's in LA.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't want to look crazy. You know, I was fiending for a second cup at work, but when I got home, I'm like, oh, don't make it. I bought my almond milk and everything. And now I'm over here regretting it.
You want to know what happened before I turned on the camera? Before I turned on the camera, I was making a cup of coffee, and then I spilled it all on the ground, the coffee grounds and everything.
What?
It's still on the floor right now. And then so I was
I'm
like,
not
okay,
gonna be late.
Exactly. So I was like, do you make another cup? Or something was like, nah, just drink water. I was like, nah, I want coffee. Mm-hmm. So I was like, just make a cup, clean it up as soon as we get off. But it's coffee. I'm looking at it on my floor, the drawings, everything.
That was supposed to be my cup. That's supposed to be your cup. We can tell where today's going. And I'm not mad at it at all. Oh my gosh. Well, first and foremost, thank you for allowing yourself to be available today and, you know, making this happen. Let me grab a different ashtray. I'm sorry. I have a tall.
No, take your time.
I just wanted to grab, I got a flat one here that's easier for me to just lay it down in. Again, thank you for allowing yourself to be here and be available for this. And because we connected a few months back, you know, and it was just a vibe off rip. Like it was just a vibe. I'm on your live, you on mine. Like it was dope. It was a dope connection. So
it definitely was.
To be able to, you know, partner up in this sense and you be a guest on Son of the Wise podcast, you know, it's amazing. And I thank you for allowing yourself to be willing to exchange, not even open, just willing.
Yes. I feel, you know, I like to talk about myself. No one, and
right?
Most people just,
right? No, invite me to talk about me.
It feels really good to sit back and vibe, and I think we should do that. I really want to highlight everything that you're doing, your works. I saw you did a lot of pop-ups. You have a lot of products.
Yes.
You're an intuitive reader.
I am.
You read me. We tapped into some things. Definitely.
That was interesting. The way that just manifested. It was like, wait, you talk about me? I could come on live right now.
Yes. And I really dig you. And I've this is the first time that you know, I've really opened up about who I am. Like the people that know me, they know me. And I love this experience because I think the world needs to know that there are different forms of art.
Come on.
And we're all not just one thing. It's like with art, you can be whoever you want to be. You can be whatever God has called you to be.
Woo. Come on.
So when we're talking about art, when people think art, they, you know, if you're thinking generally, most people think, you know, a painting.
Yeah. Right. Which, you're just, again, we're mirroring each other. We're exchanging in such a divine purpose right now because allowing just that statement alone is exactly why I created this episode. Like, oh, you're going to have artists on? No. The artistry is relative. Artistry is relative. And then what I mean by that is relative to the individual. How you are creating is your art.
Yes.
So for you, the art reader, Miss Sunshine Hooks over here, to exchange, you know, like when I first, I found her on YouTube. Like, I don't know if I told you that, but I found you on YouTube. Like, that was like my first connection to you. Like, so I started watching your readings, and she has her own deck, guys. I'm going to shamelessly plug. It's going to be available. It's not available online yet, right? I've been keeping up.
It's available very, very soon.
Right.
Very soon.
I'm keeping the ear and the eye open now. Like, I'm trying to stay on board and support.
It's kind of like what, oh, go ahead. I catch you.
No, go ahead.
It's kind of like what with, who's that? Mark Zucker. If you watch the movie,
Facebook.
Zuckerberg, exactly, the Facebook guy. When he created the app in college, they were like,
I was having,
you know, they were in a rush for him to release Facebook, and he's like, nah. You know,
this is my program. Y'all wanted me to do it, so I'm gonna flow and do it how I'm supposed to be doing it now.
He had a bigger vision.
I just talked about that with a coworker today. Come on, Spirit.
You better say it.
Yo, just showing us we in the right place at the right time.
So sure, it's like I could go sell some cards. That's easy.
Right, but you're creating Facebook over here.
It's not a Facebook. It's just
you're
creating experience.
You're creating Facebook. Like
I'm creating an experience.
That thing, I don't want that credit for nothing like that. No, because we're okay. So for the world, because Facebook might be listening. This is a metaphor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I get it. Yes, a metaphor.
We're not taking claim, y'all. So like this deck, this oracle, it's an oracle deck, right? Or is it tarot?
It's just nature. It's nature.
There you go. And I think that the Virgo in me wants to put a little label on it sometimes. And I still battle my ego and try and get out of that. I'll be honest. You know, that labeling nature.
Yes.
But your intuitive art reader deck is coming very soon. And it's and what I really loved about it, because this is the deck you use on your readings, right?
Yes.
Is when I just watch you interpret your colors, I'm just like, yo, this is awesome. Like, and she's like, I'm talking to myself like she's getting a full. I'm on my phone, on my iPad, like she is getting a full-blown message through this color.
Isn't it amazing?
And I'm like, not everybody's gifted with that. Not everybody's able to. 90% of the readers I know can't tap into images. And now the way you're taking it a step further in your own creative, intuitive process with images of color and color of images, whatever.
Yes.
It's amazing to me. And it's just very profound because I have the gift to see other people's gifts. So when I'm not reading you, when I'm watching you, excuse me, I did not read you. Well, I did, but I did it. But when I was watching you and just being able to, one, not pick up that's what you were doing immediately was amazing to me. Like, I was like, oh, she's protected, she's private, but she's open. I'm like, this is an interesting vibe right here. Yes. So again, I appreciate you being willing to exchange in this capacity. And like I said, I saw that you share yourself, but you don't share yourself.
Well, as far as my life, I share very general things about my personal life. Like, you know how being a fixed sign, a Leo?
Yeah, okay.
We could be like that. Whenever we find something that we like, we stick to it. And I'm kind of like that with what I share about myself. I'm very open. Everyone knows that I have children. Everyone knows my history with my mother. I always joke about my mother on the channel growing up Christian, and her looking at, I'm very open with everyone in the channel that my mother, who is a Taurus woman, looks at what I do as if it's witchcraft.
Right.
So, you know,
in the worst possible way. Because I got mama, don't look. I got a cauldron sitting right here. A candle.
All that stuff.
Don't look, mama.
If my mother would have seen this podcast, she'd be like, no.
Give me my holy water. I got Florida water.
If only they knew the benefits of us light workers and us healers, if they could just tap beyond. Like more with that.
Because you can be a Christian healer. You can be a Christian healer. You can have it's titles is what messes everything up for me. Like a journal is, excuse me, a book of shadows is nothing but a journal of your own journey and what you want to take down. You know what I'm saying? It's like a reading is nothing but an exchange in energy. It's like it's you can walk into a church, be Christian, be dedicated, be a pastor, and still know Reiki, and still know a whole way to heal yourself. Still do.
And you're so on point about that. You can still have your own religious beliefs. People can have their own religious beliefs and still connect with spiritual tools that are there to heal us.
Yes.
Like crystals, like smudging.
Because this is what our great grandparents did. Ma, your grandparents were slaves.
Yes.
Who had to tap into hoodoo, which we hid behind the Psalms, which we hid, let me not tell too many secrets, but we had to hide behind religions and intertwine ourselves and our sacred nature and our home
in order
behind
to
these
get
things that we were given. So I'm not taking away from your religion, but the thing I don't, not you specifically.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Like, I'm not taking away from the religion, but what I don't connect to is the constraint that all religions put on their followers.
True indeed.
You have to, even in Wicca, let's go there. So let's go there to show we're not biased. Even in Wicca, you have a Wiccan read. This is a religion. This is something you have to abide by, or you cannot consider yourself Wiccan or be a part of your specific coven.
Yes. Understood.
Constraint.
Understood.
So, it's like
same thing, limits.
Yeah, limits. There you go. Limits. And within creativity, you can't have that. You cannot have that. You can't limit yourself when you're allowing yourself to be an artist, when you're allowing yourself to be creative, when you're allowing yourself to be spiritual. You just you have to find that comfort. And that actually brings me into one of the things I want to ask you about today. How did you, if at all, find comfort in what you create?
Oh, wow. Well, in what I create, because this is my outlet.
Okay.
I'm a mom. I have 2 children. I have a younger child who's 2.5, a toddler. Then I have an older child who's going on 13, right? 2 different. But
right.
I desire a retreat, though. My Aquarius moon loves to spend time alone. So this is my thing that I get, and it's just mine. And it's like my escape.
So Aquarius people like to be alone?
They can be very comfortable being alone, like example, doing things by themselves, going to the movies by themselves, just going on a vacation by themselves. They're very comfortable. Not to say they don't need people.
Right, because they do. They do. But I see that completely. Like, they will go do things by themselves. Like, no, I wanted to go, so I'll just go. I'm sorry, but that caught me. That caught me.
That's so true. Because their uniqueness with an Aquarius is considered the weirdo of the zodiac. So that's my moon sign, how I'm feeling, my deep, intimate feelings. So Aquarians are considered like unique, eccentric. Mm-hmm. So because sometimes
everyone I know is different. Everyone I know is different.
Exactly. You can't fully connect with everyone. Don't totally get you because just the Aquarius is just a little weird. That's it. That part of them that feels like the underdog retreats to itself because it's comfortable with itself and it has its crazy, outlandish thoughts and experiences and artistic experiences by itself, and it's cool with that.
Yeah, and that's that part. They're cool with it. So get back to your outlet, because I'm gonna take a little note because I have a little interesting thing about Aquarius, and we can have a whole topic on that. But yes, this is your outlet, Queen. Yes, continue.
That's what keeps me. I don't know. What was your question? You asked me what keeps me.
What keeps you basically? What kind of like? How do you find comfort in your creation?
Yeah, the fact that it's kind of like it's entertainment to me, because what I'm offering people with my gifts is entertainment. So if you buy a piece of art and you hang it on your wall, it brings like a feeling of pleasure to you if you feel good about what you bought. If you go to see a movie, if you see a play, it's entertainment.
Right.
So I love entertainment. I love music. I love art. I love the museums and things like that. So it's like, as I'm engaging in it, I'm loving it, just like the people who say that they, love it. Some of the people that subscribe to my channel, they give me feedback and they say, Sunshine, I really enjoy the content. So I'm like, wow.
The best? Right. Like, it's I'm like, grateful. Oh my God. You
I get to experience it with them.
You specifically put out a lot of content for people to watch, enjoy, be entertained by, learn from, experience, right? And
yes.
For me, a lot of it's personal clientele. They're like, oh, I actually listen and follow through. So it's the vain part of me, part of my ego wants it like all in public, like, yo, look how many people I'm healing and helping, da 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 da.
Yes.
But I still get that respect and get that joy out of that respect that these people are giving us. And it's an amazing feeling to say, this is what I felt to do, and you're divinely listening to me.
Yes.
Like you're enjoying what I'm talking about. Like I know I am, but really, it's like I get it. It's a very
I saw.
satisfying feeling.
I want to touch on your event. I was like, when I saw your event, you posted the video highlighting your event on your Instagram, and you're all the way in New York. I'm all the way here in California, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I wish I was there, because the experience just from the video, it's like it was you were offering your products and services, but at the same time, the way that the ambiance was, the visual artistry, or how you put everything together, every chair, everything had a place. It was like kind of like you were shopping in a beautifully decorated home. Your event, I could just see it. It was like I thought that joy, that pleasure that I got it from watching that video, just really on some real, it tapped into a place for me. Like he's really enjoying what he's doing. And that feeling that I have, like, man, I wish I was there. Man, I wish I could buy a ticket. Boy, I wish I could go to that. That I know that it feels good.
Like I want to like give you like, oh my God.
I know that it felt good for you to be able to be a part of that, put that on. And yes, we all want a little pat on the back. We all want a little recognition, because that means that we are enjoying the fruits of our labor. I mean, I believe that everyone should be doing what they love.
Yes. A theme for me has been for the past like month or so, and this is a reoccurring theme. It comes in waves, but the specific theme I'm getting now is do what you feel.
Yeah.
Do what you feel. And that takes me back into the lessons I hear. It's like, do this, do that, and then I don't. And then I come and see I should have had a cup of coffee with my friend on here.
I dropped a cup of coffee for you.
Like you gave it to the earthly part of me. That's what you did. You dropped it to the earth. It's like, yeah, he's gonna enjoy this.
Then it was a message too. It was a message that let me know, Sunshine, when you drink a lot of coffee, you get a little high strung. That was a message for me too.
Yeah.
So it's like
consciously,
maybe tomorrow have tea when you record your video, have tea instead of coffee, because I do have a challenge within. You may not know it, but
no, same.
Balancing my caffeine.
Same.
So
I will have 3 cups in a day and just deal with the anxiety that I'm getting.
The anxiety, you hit it right
like,
there.
I'm okay.
Ding, ding, ding,
I
ding,
love
ding.
coffee. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong. I'm okay. And I'm over here palpitating. Like my heart is just going crazy. So to circle this around, it's like you find your comfort in the entertainment that you're getting from it, in the fun, in the love that you specifically are having.
Yeah, it's like enjoying what I do, and I'm like, oh wow, people actually want to be a part of this too, and I can make a living at it. I'm like, that's like a dream come true.
I'm telling you, when I saw you on
YouTube, really be content with what you're doing.
When I saw you on YouTube, and then I found your Instagram, and I followed you, commented, and then when you gave me that beautiful compliment, you guys can go find it. She commented. When you gave me that beautiful compliment, I was like, yo, this energy, this being just recognized me in the most beautiful way. Yo, when I read that comment, I was out. I was just smiling. I'm like, yo, the dopest girl just gave me the dopest compliment.
Oh my God.
It was amazing.
Thank
you. It was
you.
like, because I felt the genuine energy behind it. It wasn't like, oh, this is great, keep up the good work. It was, yo, this is amazing, I want to be there. Like you said, like that's what I got from it. Not even with you just mentioning those words. It was just like, this about to be my friend. Like we about to figure some shit out. There's something there. We about to figure something out. That's so it's,
and that's why I wore this shirt too. I was like, he kind of remind me of Prince a little bit.
I get that a lot. When I wear purple, I don't know what it is. When I wear purple, I was gonna wear a purple head tie. I should have. So when I wear purple, they're like, oh, you give me Prince vibes. Especially when I was on the West Coast. Everyone's like, yo, you look like Prince. Like you really do. Prince. I'm like, but it was funny because it happened after my awakening.
Oh my goodness, that's wild. So you
it happened after my awakening.
Did you look like him?
I don't know. G doesn't know if I don't know. But apparently I did, because the mirrors kept coming.
It's a strong resemblance.
You know, for me, when it comes to physical, I'll say this, and this is real. For me, it was growing up. I have an older brother. Growing up, my older brother got all the compliments. So I really, really wanted a different, when I started growing and I'm, seeing this older sibling, in their truth, I needed to be in mine and not want to compare myself to that, So
True.
I allowed myself to just keep being me, and only I had to make a conscious effort, and I know this now, it was a conscious effort to see G. I had to see Jamil. I couldn't see somebody else saying or wanting to look like somebody else. I had to just keep embracing this, because this wasn't changing.
Yes.
And I look just like my mother. Like, especially when I was young without all of this, I look just like my mom. So I always got, oh, so you're cute too. It was always that, you're cute too. But as a young man with an older brother, you don't connect to that. So all in all, it's hard for me to connect myself physically to somebody else unless there's a spiritual understanding there.
Mm-hmm.
So I maybe have to do some research on Prince.
Yeah, he was what I thought was amazing about him was that he was a Jehovah's Witness. Mm-hmm. And he would, how they have a quota I shouldn't say quota, they have an obligation to do their when they knock at your door.
Right. To spread their word.
I thought it was so dope how everyone in his neighborhood knew him. He would go around and quote unquote witness. They said I was watching some interviews and they were like, yeah, we knew him. He still lived in Minnesota and went back. That's where Paisley Park, his mansion was at.
Right. Okay, now it's clicking.
His neighbors knew him. They said he would witness and knock on your door and be out there.
So he was with as an adult. Or was he was he a child with his family where he was like,
I'm not sure of his upbringing, but until the day he died, he died. That was his lifestyle. When he died, people were like, he used to knock at our door. We know him. He's a neighbor. He's one of us. I was like, wow, Prince was out there witnessing.
I didn't know that.
How would I wish he would knock at my door and witness. Oh my God.
I didn't know, what would we do? Excuse me, I'm here to tell you about our Lord and Savior. What? Can you play something for me? Hold on, let me get my camera. Let's take a selfie. Like, no, I'm not here for that.
Exactly. That's how they said he was. I'm just here to share with you the good news.
So after he's artist formerly, like, I'm trying to really understand this. Artist formerly known as famous, rich musician.
Yes, Prince. He was knocking at people's
door.
Look it up online. Look it on YouTube. They will tell. He was out there witnessing. I thought that was so cool.
That is pretty cool. That's creative. That's creative. Listen, everything is divine. His name came up for a reason. He did what he wanted
to do. He did what he wanted to do. That man.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of doing what you want to do, what are you doing right now in quarantine? Like, what are you, being that we're in this pandemic for the third month now, and you just got an extension in California, right? You guys just got an extension.
They said until what, July?
July, right?
Who knows what's going to be when you get to July? I'm just going whatever goes. So now, I don't really have it. Oh, go ahead.
What are you creating right now?
What am I creating right now?
What are you working on?
This is what you'll see on my website. Let me explain everything, because people might go and look me up. I've gone through.
And we're gonna put all her information at the bottom, guys. Don't worry, all her information.
You guys get it.
Yeah, we got you.
My YouTube channel, I changed the format. I'm still the art reader. I still interpret astrology.
So that's what they can find you at, the Art Reader.
Yes, I'm still the Art Reader on YouTube. I still have my cards, everything like that. I can hold up some information too. But I added another level to the Art Reader, which, you know, everyone knows me for astrology, doing personal reading.
Yes.
People draw for me. I read your art. Your art
read some of mine.
Exactly. It tells me what you're thinking, all that kind of stuff. But let me at the same time, being an intuitive reader, the art interpreter, whatever you want to call me, put me in a position of a love counselor, because I found myself giving people advice, like love advice, like, okay, don't do this.
I was trying not to laugh, but I'm like, yo,
like, whoa, shit, really? Okay.
And it gets thrown at you out of left field. It just gets thrown at you. Yes. Like, I didn't even promote love readings, and this is what y'all.
It just happened. It just happens like that. It can't help it.
Oh man, everything is divine, right? So what level did you add? What are you doing with this love?
Well, now I have exclusive videos that, you know, on YouTube, everything is, the tarot part is, it's all free. The art reading, that's still on YouTube. But in the background, I have exclusive love and relationship advice videos. They're mainly targeted toward women because 85% of the channel is women. But if men want to get a deep understanding, like really get into the mind of a woman and how we think, men should watch this video.
So not to learn, but anything you learn, you can learn for yourself. But this,
exactly,
you suggest men to come subscribe and watch this?
Yes. If you really want to understand how women think, yes.
Especially if you have a spiritual woman.
Yes.
Especially because, like, I feel like not only are the people who are watching just the online videos in general, because I don't want to talk about your clientele specifically, because
everything's confidential. Everyone, I never mentioned anyone by name or anything. Well, we talked that we openly discussed that we had a reading together, but anyone that comes to me for a reading I never mention their name unless they publicly mention, like, oh, I had a reading for you, but everything is 100% confidential. People told me that
we have to act like doctors, because we essentially are. We're doctors of spirit, and we have to respect that. You know, I have people make jokes and that's like, oh, let me sit in. No, this is somebody's personal situation. But I feel as if you are seeking information on a spiritual level, you should allow yourself to seek that type of person to exchange with, or allow that type of person to come to you. So I say that in reference to the men that are just going to go, oh, let me see if I can know. Allow yourself to be willing to learn before you go down this route, because the women that are watching these videos are doing it for educational reasons. They're doing it to uplift and ascend and understand things. They're not doing it just to say, oh, let me go manipulate this motherfucker over here.
Exactly. And I'm going to send you some of the videos that are exclusive. You know, you don't have to pay anything.
I saw that.
It is on Patreon. I just launched it yesterday, but I've already
I've
already got 4. So you already know. I already got 4 great videos up there. But what I wanted to say, I'll send you some in the background, the secret links. I'll send them to you so you can watch. No membership. I'll send them to you. But what I was going to say, I'm glad that you said that. And I did a disclaimer in the introduction video that my channel is not about going out maliciously trying to seek out men specifically, women specifically.
It's
not about male hatred. Exactly. It's not about male hatred. Like,
I remember that.
I'm a woman. You know, I've dated a lot of men in my past and they've hurt me, but I can't, if I continue to say men are dogs, men are this, then I'm only attracting that back into my life. So on the channel, that's why I preach, you got to speak healing toward your love life. If you want to fall in love, you can't say all women are whores. No, because that's just going to attract more whores. It's just going to attract more players, more dogs, because that's what you keep speaking.
The viewers that are watching this now, like, did she see the message he gave before she got on? Watch. I said almost the exact same thing. You have to affirm what you want in your life. You cannot, it was the statement, I don't know. I was like, you can't keep saying that and want to know something, or somebody's asking you something. If you just took that 5 extra seconds and say, I don't know, but I am willing to help you.
Exactly.
I am not sure, but let's find out. You're creating a block.
I like that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take a mental note. You said, I don't know, but let's try to find out.
Yes.
I like that one. I
can, I will, I am. Those are the 3 affirmations that always
I can, I will, I am.
Because when you truly don't know, I try. You know, when you find yourself at that wall that may have been manifested from 5 years old when we made that mistake and then listen to our intuition, because that happens too. When we're at that wall, you know, sometimes you don't know what to do. It's like, but I'm trying to figure it out. I am willing to figure it out. You know, it's all about your mentality, like you said. You know, it's like allowing yourself to be open will lead you down an open road.
Yes.
I love this. This is just perfect. This is.
I love how we're vibing here. This is
it's just a complete mirror in this situation, and I'm so glad. You know, I didn't to be fully on. I only thought I was going to keep you on for 30 minutes. Like I really did. Like, and this has been just an amazing exchange. Like you said it in the very beginning. Like we just gonna flow.
Yep. You opened up the windows. You opened up the window for the
comfortability.
For the comfortability. Literally. Okay.
Oh my God. Our followers are gonna love this. Let me ask you a question. While we're on the topic of creativity and followers and truth, honestly, because this is really what we're exchanging. We're exchanging the truth. We're talking about being truthful to yourself.
Yes.
Do you have a name for your, because I recently created a name for my followers. Do you have a name for your followers?
Artist. Oh. Every follower, I don't even like the word followers. You might hear me say it in the video. I don't even like subscribers. When I say followers, I keep social media in mind. Yeah.
Fans is that for me. The way followers affects you, fans is that for me. I'm like, I don't see nobody's my fan. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's the YouTube, Instagram aspect. Like I'm more on YouTube.
I'm more on YouTube, and I go to Instagram, but I would love to have a larger Instagram following.
And I'm just
I really would. Let's exchange. We need to do something to promote.
We're gonna talk after this. I have an idea for us. I have a beautiful, beautiful, perfect idea. You know, we'll crop this out. So is that cool?
Gotcha.
Got it?
Gotcha. Let's do it.
So what's your music interest been like during this pandemic? Like how have you been vibing with music? You got your Prince shirt on, like has that been healing for you?
Oh yeah, anytime I wish I could wear this shirt every day. Like really, I wish I could. If I were to say I just want to wear this shirt every day, I would. But as far as music is concerned, you know, I have a playlist. I've been playing my playlist, but then I hooked up with a friend, and
when you say hook up,
you know, not hook up like that, but as far as just on a hangout level, and I created this hook, and I was pretty pleased about it. So
you make music.
Yeah, and so that's in the making.
Hell up.
I'm a student of music.
I'm looking for you. Let me stop yelling because I got my mic set. I got that from, I don't know if you watch Long Island Medium. Do you watch Long Island Medium?
I used to at one time. I caught a few episodes.
Same. Yes. So I was a big watcher years ago, and then I binged a few episodes. It was like on TV last year sometime. I binged a few episodes, and I'm from Long Island, so she's like 15 minutes away. She's like, her house is 15 minutes away. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, she right there.
Teresa up the block. But nonetheless, I saw an episode. She runs into this person in the grocery store. And the lady goes, Teresa goes, I've been looking for you. And then the lady goes, I've been looking for you. Like, it was something they both been, so the lady knew that she was going to meet Teresa one day. And then when Teresa walked around the aisle in a grocery store, her spirit made her say, I've been looking for you.
Yes.
So it was just a divine moment that manifested over years. And I say, I've been looking for you because I want to create music, but I'm not, I would go download a beat, but I want to be able to create originally.
Yes.
Art, we already talked about the art tip and how I wanted interpretations of my art and things like that. We got this coffee thing. Yo, everything is amazing right now. And I'm loving that this is divinely placed for us. I love that. And our watchers and our fans and followers. I'm sorry.
And what I wanted to say about
your name. Reiterate your fan base name.
Oh, here it is. You know, I got my cards.
Yes.
This is.
And what's the name of your
screenshot?
fan base? What do you call them?
The Art Reader. Everything is the Art Reader.
No,
and
no.
all of my fans are called artists.
Oh,
everyone's an artist.
Oh, okay.
Everyone is an artist because
it
everything
didn't
is based
register.
in art.
I heard you, but it didn't register. Okay.
And the reason why, you know, with the Art Reader can be anything. That's why I've never really, there are different branches of it, but the reason why, even though I got my start as an intuitive artist.
We have the artreader.com, or you can call it 24/7, guys, at 323-200-9796. Hashtag the Art Reader. That's for all of our podcast listeners.
Exactly. Facebook, the Art Reader, everything, the art, YouTube, everything,
all her tags,
Instagram. But what I was going to say about the Art Reader is that even though I got my start professionally, like when I said, okay, I'm going to open up a company professionally, it was as an intuitive reader. So what I would say about that is my dedication to art is that the word art comes before the word reader, if I'm breaking down art.
Okay.
So art will always be there. Even if I decide one day to stop pulling cards, I'm always going to be doing something artistic.
Right.
That's what this shift is about my channel too. I've recorded over 600 videos on YouTube. I took them all down, the majority of them, and now I have about 30 of them fresh, new content.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to change up the format a little bit because I was feeling like
it needs to shift.
It needed to shift. So I just took down the old videos. Now I still read astrology. I still read tarot. I'm more free. I'm more open now. I don't care about offending people. And I've had thousands of views.
Because you're not offensive. Why would you care about offending if your intent isn't to do such?
Exactly.
I get that.
And a single video on my channel, I believe the highest video was probably like 26,000 views on my channel.
Damn.
But my channel over the course of 2 years has had over 1 million views.
Only 2 years?
I've had over the course of 2 years being an active YouTuber, I've had over 1 million views.
You know
but recently, what?
you know that, like, you are in your divine purpose. Like, I'm not even about to make a joke. Like, you're just in your divine purpose. That's amazing.
And the reason why I say that is not for bragging rights, but I know that some people, when they go to my channel, they'll see that maybe, you know, I've only had 28 videos. But just know when you go and you see, oh, it's just 28 videos. No, I have recorded over 500 videos. They have all just been taken down.
Is that a thing to count your videos? Like not as the artist, but as a viewer. Is that a thing that they do?
It shows how much the person is dedicated in a way. If you see a YouTuber and they're constantly pumping out videos, it could be for monetary benefit if they're a huge channel, but at the same time, it means they're dedicated. They're trying to give you good content, really, not just recording a video every 1 month. Some people, it depends on everyone's goal. It's no judgment. But my goal, doing the type of work I do, I have to be accessible to people. People have to know that I'm there. They need to know that I'm present, especially when people are purchasing things from you. So I don't want to be distant, you know? But
I can learn a little more.
We can talk some YouTube stuff.
Yeah, I can learn a little more on that because in the beginning of my journey, I was always told and guided to use this as my moneymaker, but in a divine way. And
Yes.
it took me years to just do
Your
that.
your camera presence is amazing. Your ambiance, you know how to create a great ambiance, your decor. Definitely. I need to I make sure that I stay connected with you on YouTube as well.
Yes.
That's definitely a must because I'm very excited about all the content. I think quarantine is wonderful because it's getting people in their creative space. We can get caught up in this conspiracy theories, but for the most part, I have to be one of the honest people to tell you that I have not been negatively affected by quarantine.
At
It's
all.
maybe on an emotional level a little. In the beginning, I got kind of weird, but now I'm just like, huh.
Because you have children and things, and you have, you know, a lot of things to be concerned about on a very physical level. For
Yes.
me, and I'm sure you felt this too. For me, it was just like, okay, I'm good. I'm healing my way through. Like,
yeah,
I'm protecting everybody. I'm good. Like, I am the master of protection. I am not worried about nothing coming up in here. So
exactly.
So it was very much that, but for me, my emotions came in where it was like, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I'm not dressed. I'm like, it's Mother's Day. I'm usually dressed to the nines, taking my mother to some 4 or 5-star experience. Not even just a
yes.
that's
You're an awesome son.
I try to be. That's part of my love language is food. So I love to cook for people. I love to find out what people like. And I'm vegan, but I do not mind. Like I told my cousin earlier, I was like, we're barbecuing. We're having a small family barbecue for my grandfather's 84th.
Oh, congratulations.
He's so strong. And I said, drop the meat off and I'll marinate it so I could grill it, the next day, whatever, I don't mind. So that's part of my love language. And I love that part of my creativity,
Yes, especially food. Yeah. Especially
food means a lot to everybody. So there was something I really wanted to, okay, if it does, I have 2 more questions for you. Then I just want to play a game that I play with all my guests, and then
yes.
but me and you are going to reconnect later on after I wrap all this up.
Okay.
I have a really interesting guest coming on next, who I think you'll enjoy once this gets out, and with the music being talked about and touched on and stuff, I think you'll really enjoy that. But
Okay.
I'll tell you about that later as well. If it does, did your art always reflect you, and does it now? So that's a loaded question.
Yeah. Well, my art, I guess you could say, yeah, it always did reflect me. I just wasn't 100% comfortable with it.
Okay.
You know how
And what part of your
Neo,
art was that?
like Neo in the Matrix, Neo knew that there was another world out there, and he kept researching it, but it was still he had no knowing of who he truly was, right?
There was no
of his purpose.
conviction.
Exactly. He didn't know his true purpose. He was quote unquote the one. Not saying, oh, I'm Neo, the Matrix, I'm the one. No, I'm not saying that.
You are in your own path. Don't take that away from you. You are in your own path.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's about you. True. Like, because G is not living in your path, so who am I to say that you're not?
Exactly. And so that's how I
Neo.
felt in the beginning. Yeah, that's right, Neo. That's right. Leo, I'm a Leo, rhymes with Neo. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Neo.
I really thought you said Leo at first, then you said the Matrix. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
See, here we go, speaking that same language again. We're on the same frequency. I feel it so strong. But I was saying that I didn't fully understand my true purpose when I was young. But I knew I had a gift. I knew I had a talent. I knew I could see through things. I knew I could read art and shapes and colors, but I never thought much of it. I just knew it was something I could do.
Yeah.
And I always loved music.
You were going to project it into the world.
Yes. I was always a dramatic in drama. So I always took the lead in drama with writing the plays. Like, you know how you have some people that you know, they act out, but in drama, we have to write a lot of plays. And they always, you know how it goes, right?
I'm a drama kid. That was my major, my first major in college. I did change, but that was my first major in college. I took drama my entire life, wrote plays. I used to write screenplays as a child.
Also, oh my goodness. So I so feel you. That's like, I love writing screenplays because it's like, you could just, it takes you to a place where, creatively, I felt powerful to know that I could create my own movie. Like when you see it acted out, you know, you see your classmates or whoever, and they act it out. It's like, it was like an experience. Like, I felt when it first happened, like, I can entertain people. That's what I'm looking at. That's when I knew you can entertain people. It was that experience in drama, and the play that was put on, everyone was pleased with it. And all of my peers, my classmates, they did an exceptional job. I wasn't even in the play, but I just sit back and I watched them perform it. So
dance, monkey, dance. Like, now.
Yeah. And you want to know how they performed it? I think I told them I would write it. And then I ditched school for like 2 days or something. I was sick. I think I ditched, but I still handed them the play.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came back the day of the play, I already knew I wasn't going to be in it. They already acted it all out. They assigned the characters, everything. I came back, had been away for a couple of days, and I saw it happen. I was like, wow.
And to not have the writer present during rehearsals.
I wasn't there for rehearsal, nothing.
But that not only speaks on your writing capabilities, that speaks on their talent as well. You know,
yes, they were very talented.
That's amazing. They were powerful.
I had I've dibbled and dabbled in art a lot. The drill team, that's dance. It's an artistic form of dance. Music.
That structure is art.
I was in band. I was in jazz band.
Oh, a jazz band.
Yeah, and in my school we had different levels of band. Like, a marching band, but then we just had a jazz band.
Wow.
So you know, I had a keyboard. My mom's like, "You're gonna put used to that keyboard," because I wasn't using it, and so I joined band, and then
boom, there it was. So before we play this game, does your art reflect you now?
Definitely.
She's like,
when people see me, if you were to just see me walking down the street, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't. People say, "Oh, the dreadlocks. You look like you might be artistic," but I'm just like an average.
No idea on the level.
I'm just like a normal person walking around.
Right.
And
same, like, if they just see crystals and the adornments, like, if I'm chilling, like, I posted a picture of me on the shoot. Like, you see me regular on Instagram or whatever, like, you wouldn't know. Like, all of this magic is
That's true. So I believe that
the hidden art reader.
It reflects me now when I turn on the camera, or when I'm talking to people and interacting with people, or when I got my start in Venice Beach, and you know, it was art under a canopy, people drawing, smoking weed under a canopy at the largest tourist attraction in Los Angeles. Venice Beach is huge. That's where I got my start as a reader. So doing that was me being in touch. That's when I really felt like you have arrived.
Wow.
Like, as far as on an intuitive level.
Those confirmations from, again, what we touched on earlier, from the people who are supportive of us and are giving, you know, those compliments and confirmations, and wow, you know, and just
exactly
those reactions, those positive reactions are reinforcement for
our
own faith and belief in self. It has nothing to do with them. It's just the energy of the situation, the exchange. That's amazing.
Yes, and it was always a struggle growing up, because not fully, you know, the more we grow, the more we know.
Yeah.
And not fully understanding even what was going on with me, and not having total confidence in myself. It took me a while to develop confidence.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
It took me a while. So, as far as self-esteem, confidence, to say you can do that and be successful. Sure, you can get on the stage, you can read a poem, but are you going to continue with it? Are you going to create a business? Are you going to go out there? Are you going to be a risk taker? How are you going to take risks?
When, how, why?
So for a while, as far as artistically, I wasn't a risk taker. I just engaged with art.
Yeah, like you just did for you.
Yeah, but sometimes being a risk taker is still doing what you love.
Yeah, everybody has their purpose. I said everybody's in their role.
Mm-hmm.
You're meant to be in that role. You're good. If you're meant to be, you're going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is divine. Like, you know, even those toxic friends.
Yeah, they divine. I needed them. You know what? For the time that they were here, you're right about that. And then they were, you know,
as long as you get that lesson, let's keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it pushing.
That's so true.
I have a game.
Yes.
It's like a this or that game. It's legitly a this or that game, but it's I tried and do it in theme of the guests that I have on. So, and like maybe like 1 to 3 words, you know, I want you to if you want to, if you have any explanation
for let's do it.
But this or that. Digital or physical?
Physical.
Sun or moon?
Sun.
Paint or pencils?
Paint.
Interesting. Online or in person?
In person.
Mental or physical?
Physical. Inside joke.
Okay.
During quarantine.
It's like right now.
Plead the fifth. Okay. But go ahead.
Two more. TV.
Did you say TV or movies?
Yeah.
Movies.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big movie buff. Erica or Jill?
Jill.
Whoa, okay, I feel it. Did you see that verses?
You know what? But then I'm conflicted though, still though. Because I feel Erica. It's hard. But
did you see that verses?
I did. It was a beautiful experience. I love how they just loved on each other too.
It was amazing.
You know, I think I lean more to Jill.
And how I put that down.
I don't even want to choose though. I love it, but I guess I can say Jill.
Oh, well, thank you for being honest.
Yeah.
That was this or that on the Sunday podcast. So thank you for being here today. Thank you for connecting,
for having me,
engaging in such a divine way, Miss Sunshine.
Thank you, and I just say a prayer for you and for everyone that you go out. Everyone goes out and attracts the type of love that is going to heal us physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially.
Sure.
And that's the prayer I pray. Yes.
And I'm sure they're thanking you for that as well, because I felt that. Ashe. Say it one more time.
Thank you, Ashe.
So all her information will be at the bottom, guys, and the podcast it'll be in the link.
Screenshot. Random card of the day. Random card. Let's let it drop. It's gray.
Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
Gray.
It's the gray card. Is that the color of your shirt?
Yes. Yes.
See, that's crazy, right?
Synchronicity doesn't lie.
Man, I just see how I just let it fall and then it came out.
Let it flow. We're gonna leave it on that note. Let it flow.
Let it flow.
We're gonna be talking about an hour or so. I got you.
Gray is maturity, like gray hair. Be mature, folks.
Why?
Be mature and find someone with wisdom or that you want to grow old with and have gray hair with.
And
focus on those kind of people.
Us. Learn from us.
Exactly.
Book us.
Exactly. Book us.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Sunshine.
Thank you too, Spiritual G. You take.
Yo. Miss Taylor. What's going on?
Like, I don't know when this is gonna start, but
I'm sorry?
What's up, man?
Say it again.
No, I'm sorry, I was looking down. I was sitting here just responding to somebody.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I know my first guest ran a little bit. You know, my apologies, brother.
Hey, y'all must be talking about some good stuff, man.
It was some great stuff. You know, I really can't complain.
I got my little nephew in the back.
I see him. I see him.
Yeah,
he's like, y'all ain't paying me no mind. Look, he's like,
what's up with you, bro?
Man, you tell me. You tell me what's up.
Man,
I see you working, brother.
I'm just.
First of all, let me go ahead because I know you're on the time.
Together.
Say it again.
I said I'm just in quarantine right now, trying to get this beard together.
Trying to get the beard right? You know, it looks healthy though.
Look,
it's looking healthy.
Looking crazy. That's what it is.
Yo, we all are, man. That's one thing people can't judge us on right now is our looks.
Yeah.
Because we're all in. You know, they can't complain about hopping on the camera. We all look crazy. So I know you're on a time constraint, brother, because I did run, like I said, I did run over on the first guest. But, you know, welcome to the Son of the Wise podcast. I want to go ahead and thank you for being a king and being present on today and allowing yourself to go ahead and exchange on this divine level. We haven't known each other for that many years, but we definitely have connected on I would say a spiritual level, because everything's spiritual if you allow it to be, you know, but on a bro level, like honestly, like when I was introduced to, I'll start by saying this. I was introduced to Vegas Tay in Vegas when I was living there through his artistry, through your artistry. And I was like, oh, this is what we're doing. This is the talent we're bringing to the table. Had the whole event planned, hosting, moving, grooving, making sure everybody's drinking. And then the dude starts singing. Like, did it all. Did it all.
Them tacos, man. Them tacos be hitting, bro. That's a recipe I can't tell nobody, but them tacos.
Yo, those tacos is real. Those tacos is real. And that was in my vegan time. No, what's that? No, that was in my vegan time. That definitely
partake. See,
yo,
we take that into consideration, man. You know, you always gotta cover a spectrum of people, you know?
That's what I love about the West Coast. The West Coast adheres to diets a lot more. Mm-hmm. And like a lot more people are conscious of that. I could definitely appreciate that. And I don't know how open you're willing to be on the podcast, but if you want to drink, smoke, please. This is an open.
I got a little wine. Airbnb, I ain't got no wine glasses, but.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, you're out of town. Y'all, so he's making this happen for us out of town, guys. So we are not going to take this in vain. We want to talk about Vegas Tay. It's Vegas Tay, right? It's not Vegas Taylor?
Either one.
Vegas. He said, call me what you want, just don't call me broke. That's it.
Man, I'm with whatever, man. People call me Nuffy. That's my nickname.
So what can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram.
Okay.
Mostly at Vegas Taylor Music. So it's VEGAZTAELOR Music.
Music, okay. And we'll tag all of that in the bottom. Podcast listeners, we got you. We're gonna put the link in the description. Vegas Tay will be accessible. Now I call you Taylor. In my head, I like every time I'm chopping it up, like I used to say Vegas Tay, but that's before, you know, me and you got connected. I'm like, in my head, I'm calling you Taylor. So if I reference just that, you know, don't feel bad.
Family, bro, you all good.
So I got a few questions for you, you know, just to kind of tap into your artistry, because this is the Creativity and Artistry episode. And I just want to see where you're at on your journey, your mentality, you know, and even spiritually.
Okay.
So I have a question here. So how did you find comfort in, you know, projecting your artistry?
I think So I didn't always find comfort.
Okay.
I felt like there was a time it felt like a competition. There was a time it felt like I was having to live up to a concept, you know, like even living in Los Angeles. I
So
think
competition with others within the industry.
yeah, you know, and again, even living in LA and Hollywood and the stigmas, I felt like I was really having to live up to that. So it wasn't until I started to really struggle in my life, my personal life,
Mm-hmm.
you know, forget all of the glitz, the glamour, all of that. Like I can't pay rent. I got like $5 in my account. That art
The
started.
real is real. Like forget what Hollywood's seeing. The real is real. Yeah.
And didn't even know about food stamps because I know niggas be like tripping off food stamps. Nigga, to me that's fire. At the time I didn't even know about
Yo,
food stamps, so I'm
I
like
understand. I understand, bro.
struggling, bro. You know, so I think that in that
Because you know what, and not even to just to tap into that a little. We're not taught that as young men, young Black men. At that, we're not taught how to get help from the system. You know, even if you don't need it, you should still know how and where you can if you happen to get into this trouble.
right, and to be honest, I think we judge it too. You know, like
That's why we're not taught it. That's exactly what it is. I can tell you from me personally, my father, he would the pride's too, you know, that generation, their pride is up there. Like, and especially with where I'm from, the idea of being from Long Island, you're not supposed to have any type of struggles. Like but I'm real with mine.
it's crazy when you're oppressed and you think that way, you know, and it just comes to
People
show,
realize it.
yeah, the cause of being oppressed, what it does, and what we do to each other, which is really, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. So I think that for me, at that point in my life, art started to become an escape because that's an area I felt like I had things together.
Chill.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I'm tapped into my higher self. I feel like I plan to get something done and it works. You know, I kind of create my opportunity there. So that's what allowed me to really become free in expressing myself and creativity because it became an escape from the world, honestly.
Wow. So from your struggle, from the Hollywood stuff, you start individualizing.
Mm.
That's strong. That's some powerful shit right there. Like to like look, I see you thinking about it now. Like yeah. Like
and I really think about those moments that like, you know, there's so much going on around you and you're not, you know, you don't know. You don't know
right that you're not privy to, right?
Yeah, but one thing that I've always felt very certain in is my art, bro. Like I promise, like
Whatever you produce.
But I just knew that, you know, I could have an idea, go to my computer, open my computer, and just execute and get it done and call on resources, you know, through the years I've been in LA to make things happen, man. So even Afro House, you know, that's something that we were doing. And just so your viewers know, Afro House was an event that I was a part of.
Mm-hmm.
That started in Los Angeles. It celebrated Africa and the culture, and there was a brunch that we started, and we had
Afro beats, spirituality. Like there was a lot going on. Yeah.
And just again, just creating our own opportunity, and not looking for somebody to do it for us. So we had done an event in Vegas because I suggested it because that was my home. You know?
Right, Vegas Tay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot smaller. We were like in somebody's backyard. It wasn't nothing like what we do.
Listen, it ain't like y'all just threw something together. Don't listen. Nah, it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
Painter, I remember we had like different acts and stuff, and you know, it was just cool because I know that that's not something that people see often in Vegas. But even that,
amongst us.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you notice that within our community in Vegas, at least for me, this is my experience, that it was one of two. You either had really, really dope, really good vibes, or you had really ignorant, really hood. I mean, not hood, because you could be hood and be that. But like you just got that ignorant side to our community. And I just felt like what you presented was just a very, I'll say mashup, a very like divine mashup of these people that came from the ignorance and allowed themselves to grow. And then all of us were exchanging and were able to just be a part of that experience that you gave us. That Afro House in Vegas was one, again, where we met and created this platform right now and this exchange. But that day was magical, brother. It really was.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, yeah, that was another example of just,
It's safe to say that you were comfortable in your art while you were producing that?
I knew I was going to come to Vegas, and at the time, I had no money in my account. Honestly, with that particular trip, too, I can tell you, I had no money in my account, bro. I was on my last dollar creating that experience. I was using a Lyft car because I was doing Lyft at the time to make it to Vegas. And we all had to split the gas money. I remember the money that we made from the event, we just pretty much got drinks after with that money, and it was one of those things where you're operating from a higher source. So like you really just trust, but
it's faith. It's just faith.
Yeah, I had no reason to, man, but I knew that it was going to work. I knew that it was more important than what I was feeling, just to create those experiences and environments where people can build long-lasting relationships, and for me to be a part of that memory and things like that, I always have really been moved by. So that's where I feel like I have been able to be free in my expression of myself in my art.
I love that because it honestly, and that's gonna like tie into another question I have for you as well. But honestly, if you're not allowing yourself to at least tap into your truth, you're not going to be able to produce it in your art, like, and whatever that may be. You are not going to be able to produce something that is going to be able to connect to someone. And if you're not being truthful to yourself first and foremost, if you're not even checking it off the list, seeing or writing it down, just like, okay, that exists. That exists. You may not be acting on it all the time, but it exists, and that part of you can now project that into the world. And if you're not allowing truth, man, so you're so safe to say you're projecting truth, because I'm connected to your music, fan of your videos, brother. Like what was the Leo project? Like, if I'm not, that was the Leo project, right? Like, I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. Like, come on. Like, I've done my research on my guest, Mr. Vegas Taylor. I'm a fan. And the thing about it is, two different journeys, you and I. However, we reflect because I see you producing your truthful art again. And this is before a form of mine. And just to see another king do that is inspiration. Like, honestly, like that's all I need to say and why I wanted you here today. Like you're doing great things, been doing great things, and you're a Black king. That's it. Simple.
I appreciate you having me. Really
One more time, your audio's kind of low.
Oh, hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm using my computer speaker, so it might be a little.
It's all good. I have it. I have a mic set up, projected next to, so it'll project your audio on the file. So I got you. So again, time constraints. So I'm gonna run through some things with you, and we'll see what we can get out of Vegas Taylor today. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, man.
I hate the fact that we have to
4:30, like 4:35, 4:40. We good.
Okay. He's on the West Coast, guys. Again, I'm on the East Coast, so we're working things out. 3-hour time difference here. So I've only seen you few years back. Like, even though we've known each other 3 years now, because I've been back in New York 2 years, and I feel like we met maybe 6 to 8 months prior before I left. So going on 3 years, somewhere around 3 years. I've seen that art, and I've seen that even go past, that 3-year mark that we started at. So when if it does, which I'm sure it does, it's your truth, when did your art start reflecting you?
I would say, so I think my art was always honest. But I really feel like I started to have real conversations after I did this short film. It was a single and a short film, accompanied by a short film called Dirty.
Yeah,
Dirty.
I remember that.
And
That was my favorite review.
Yeah, man. I think that at that point I was at a place where, so a lot of police brutality was happening around that time, and I was working a job that I felt like, you know, in the midst of all that going on, I was kind of like, I'm the only Black person here, and I kind of feel like I'm just working for somebody and I'm wasting away. So I think that was, again, another moment where my art started to become like an escape. And I started to really think about, what do I really want to say? Like, what do I really want to talk about, and what am I really feeling? So I think after that project, from there on, I really started to realize that, like you said, you have to really speak in truth. And yeah, I guess to answer the question, I think from Dirty Tub on.
What year would you say that was around?
I think like 2015.
Like, let me go look at the YouTube real quick and see when I posted that.
I'm pretty sure it was 2015. I'm pretty sure it was like 2015.
That's a good chunk of time though, bro. Like again, that was my first introduction to you. So like for that just to be 5 years ago, like that's crazy to me. Like, but time is a whole nother subject that I can barely touch on.
It's really nuts. It's really nuts that you know, it was different before also, you know, like that I wasn't at a place that I was like really operating from what I wanted to say, as opposed to what I felt like people want to hear.
With your music.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, before,
I thought you was coming at me for a second. I was like, wait, hold on.
It's like, even you bring up Leo. Leo was an awesome body of work. I think at that time though, I wasn't necessarily sure of what I wanted to say. I think that I was sure in creating art that I felt like people enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. You had intention, but I get it. I get that
experience. You know, I was living vicariously through other people's experiences that they shared with me. I think at that point in my life, than me going through those experiences myself.
Would you say Leo was a project that truly reflected you, with that being said? Thinking about it now, like in your conscious higher self.
Beyond Zodiac, no.
That's what I was feeling. That's what I was feeling. I was like, so with that, because that's what I gathered. I was like, okay, so maybe it was just about you being a Leo.
Yeah.
Because again, you said you knew how to tap into the Hollywood, and you know what they wanted. You knew how to give that to them. So you think that was a part of that as well? Like, I know what can be viral in a sense.
Yeah, because even honestly, when people talk about the traits and characteristics of a Leo, because I am a Leo, I feel like I add up in some moments and I don't, you know? So I think that the whole concept of Leo allowed me to just tap into a space that was like almost overcompensated, where I was just talking about things, doing things that like encompass this whole idea of what a Leo is, you know? Which that's honestly, let's be 100% transparent. That's what the music industry is, bro. You know, like great artists who stay around, yes, they create authentic art and they give their truth, you know, but I think that you got artists who, you know, they're here and gone, whatever, but they make it. I think it's because they're talking about how much money they got and how many bitches they got. And for us, we look at it and we want to be them. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. We watch the Kardashians. We like, oh shit, their house is huge. We want a big ass house like them. It's the life that we don't have that we want. So that's what it's built off of, you know? So I think at that time, I was really
that perception.
Yeah.
I get that. Like, honestly, and I can say, and we don't talk every day. We recently reconnected, like, to be completely transparent, like we recently just reconnected. And I would say that you and I aren't the type of people now in our conscious minds that will allow ourselves to project that kind of perception again. Like if we, like, I feel we've learned from who that young G was and that young Taylor was.
Right.
You know, that's fair to say, right?
Yeah. No, it's definitely now about telling a story more so, you know?
Yeah, because that's the connection I have to music, is when I can understand what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
If you over here making me like, yo, you know, if you're making me, I'm getting my feels, or even if you're a rapper, excuse me, even if you're a rapper and you are just allowing yourself to create, that's what I enjoy. I love raw creation.
Mm.
Like, you don't necessarily have to be the best at what you do, but if this is your love and you're projecting that, and you have to have some kind of talent, you know, for me to enjoy you. But nonetheless, you know, if you're projecting from that love and that raw talent that, you know, you were blessed with, I love it. You can have 5 followers and I will listen to your music every day.
That's awesome, because it's been a long time since I've been in that mindset of discovering new artists and stuff like that. Just being so caught up in, you know, in this shit that I remember those days of like LimeWire where we were searching random artists and downloading.
Morpheus, all of that.
And it's gone though, like
done.
So I'm sorry, I'm going on tangents. I know you got more.
No, it's all good. I love that. I love a, you know, natural exchange. You know, it is what it is. So just to reiterate, so you would say it's reflecting you now. It's fair to say that you're projecting your truth in your art.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So I don't even have to ask. You've always been confident. It seems like, and you always, as you rub hands like Birdman, like. No, but you did speak on a little bit about your confidence journey in the beginning of the conversation. So that's definitely something I'm glad, you know, we were able to exchange in, because that's something I wanted to talk about for sure. Do you kind of want to tell the people what you got going on, like currently right now?
Man, so right now
I've been bragging. I'm just saying. I've been.
Wow.
I'm just
something I'm supposed to mention that you want me to mention for sure?
I don't know. Whatever you want to share in your path, brother. I just think I don't know.
So I'll talk about what I'm doing for myself right now.
Yes.
I am working on a EP that's going to be accompanied by a video.
Okay.
Project.
Your visuals are beyond.
And see, that's where I really feel like I get to really release, like, because I've always been really into like architecture and visual art, and
yes,
edit my own videos. And
I would love to co-creative direct something with you. Like, I would love to do that.
Well, let's talk about that then, man, because I think that that's something that I've really been wanting to do more of. And when I say that, I mean like collaborating and kind of stepping out of my own head, because I kind of my hands are in so many areas of the things that I do.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I need to be able to realize how somebody else would process what I'll go totally left and think people get it, but it's like it makes absolutely no sense.
Right. And I could be totally on the other side. And then we meet somewhere in the middle to where we have this understanding. It's like, nah, those don't get it. I get it, you know, but they don't get it. So let me explain it this way to them. You go that way, explain it this way to them. Oh. I understand, brother. I definitely do. Co-creation is something that I'm all about during this time right now as well. Like, and it's all divine.
We'll shoot you the text then, bro.
Like, yeah, I got this coming up. What you good? You good on that date?
And then what else? So I'm always.
Is there a date for the EP?
No.
Okay.
COVID.
Is there a timeline?
Not with COVID, man. It really.
Right.
I bought things, man. Everything was really set up. I've been working on an art installment, like building a metal art installment for like a certain portion of the film that, like, you know, I mean, we talking like, bro, like 9 feet, you know what I'm saying? Like
dedication, like in COVID said.
And it's the crazy shit that comes to my mind I actually do. And now I'm in the situation where I'm like, okay, waiting on the opportunity to really fully execute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm always creating. I'm always working with other artists and helping them with projects. That's an area I've kind of stepped into. I also, for the last couple months, have been singing with Sunday Service, and that's
Mm-hmm.
an amazing experience.
Now tell people what Sunday service is for those who aren't catching on or don't necessarily know.
So let me first tell you what it's not. It's not a cult. So yeah, all of that talking about it's a cult. It's not a cult at
Mm-hmm.
all. But we are a family. So Kanye West says
And that's the vibe I get. Family.
it's real, bro. Kanye West is on this journey right now, the spiritual journey of Christianity and really finding who he is. And within that, he's started a choir, and almost like I think the direction is maybe a church, but a choir right now for certain artists and celebrities and common folk to come and enjoy this service.
Yeah, he went to my you guys went to my grandfather's church in Queens.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that was a great service, and it felt like we was about to.
My father was there. My father and my stepmother were there.
Oh wow, well,
I was talking to him earlier today, so that's how I'm like, I've been bragging, man. I've been bragging.
so cool. Yeah, the floor was wrapped like it was moving with us when we was hopping. So I remember being like looking around, like, "Hey y'all, we gotta."
Like yo, between you and I, you can't tell the rest of the people. Between you and I heard, and that church has a great choir. I heard y'all took it up a notch. It was that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Best choir in the world, bro. So I'm not gonna say anything, but Kanye said we the best choir in the world. So
right. The theme of my season right now is do what you feel. Do what you feel, brother. Like, and you better feel that you're in the best experience of your life right now.
But you know, the thing about it that's so awesome. So again, to speak, it's like a choir, which pretty much the goal I think is to shed light on gospel music, shed light on culture a little bit more, the things that we know. We know Kirk Franklin. We know, all the hymns.
He had the same vibes. Like Kirk Franklin was trying to make this. He was ahead of his time. He was
right. But nobody. But I'm saying, as far as the world goes, that's a genre of music that's kind of slept on, and there's so amazing, So I think Kanye's really been working to kind of shed light on what gospel music is, and we've seen signs of it in all of the albums before this too. But we are a family, and we travel to different churches and we minister, man. And I think that it's a lot. People are saying,
I think a lot of people forget music is a ministry. A lot of people forget that. Unless they're like avid churchgoers, they don't understand the ministry of music.
And also what position you have to be in to minister. You have to submit to that. And I think that the thing about us is we are really coming with our own issues and our own problems.
Yeah.
And wanting to fix it with people. We're not perfect,
right.
So we're really coming to minister and be in that moment with people.
And exchange.
Yeah.
I love that. I wasn't expecting that. I love that. It's everything that I felt that's what his journey's been about. Because I'll say this, and we're running over. I'll say this, and then I'll let you go, brother. If you have time, we do play a game with every guest. If you have time, it's a quick little game. If you have time,
we good.
Okay, cool. So I'll say this, and then we'll get into the game. From what I've always been a fan of Kanye West. His music it didn't matter to me. I'll just say that his music didn't matter to me. His journey did though. Like that was what was profound to me. Like I like Kanye, but his music not right now, and that's always been something that I've connected to through him. But I started seeing him through here, and was like, oh, this guy's on a journey to discover himself, and that's all he's wanting right now is for people to say, hey, I understand that you're going through something and that you're following through with whatever you feel.
Right, because I do too. And that's the thing. People forget we can't pass judgment. First off, that's not of the Lord, right? Passing judgment. When you see somebody going through their process, you got to be able to meet them with grace and realize that you also are going through your process.
Right, because this is a mirror. Everything, if you allow it to be, is a mirror.
It's the same exact thing, man. So get out. So I think that people forget that, and a lot of it's because he's a celebrity and this, that, and third, whatever. But that's just not of the Lord,
Right. You have to take yourself out of that. You have to take yourself out of that perception of the what I call the 3D world and what we see in this physical sense.
Bro, that's a person, and I'm somebody who's been affected by his obedience and him saying yes to God, placing this mission on his heart, and how it's changed my life. I got to travel to different countries and do things that I never thought I'd be able to do. I thought that I would get that through me, and what better than to get it through ministering, And then
I always say when we make a plan, God laughs,
bro. And
like he think he about to do this through him. Nah, you're gonna be singing some gospel music.
Right, you're gonna praise me, but I'm gonna take you to Paris.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that also to be in LA amongst all these other artists where there is the competition, there is this cloud of what is this town, to bring people together, to all look the same. We all have the same journey. We're not competing with each other. We're all influencers. We all know this town and how these things work, but we let that guard down and we really love each other. And we're texting each other. We got group chats. We texting each other through this whole quarantine.
Checking on each other. Yeah, I love that.
How to get unemployment, explaining, it's real love, man. So I just guess that for people to even judge that is crazy.
Right.
It's real, man.
And see, now you're not necessarily affected by it personally, but now you are personally invested into this thing that is a part of the world and that people are judging
I've never experienced going somewhere not wanting to talk about what I do. I literally remember at a certain point moving to Los Angeles and being like, I can't wait to tell them that I'm working doing this, you know what I'm saying? To now really feeling like I have to brace myself for an argument when I tell somebody what I do or what I've been doing because of their belief.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's an interesting feeling.
I feel that.
Bro, it's fascinating, But I also look for the opportunity when I can to kind of shed light and get people
educate. Yeah.
You can't pass
because if it's on your spirit, it might be on theirs too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never know even if it's not about Sunday service, but it's about something that they're getting just from that exchange. A stranger never talked to me like this before. It could have just been that. I don't even know what that is, but just finding that blessing in that moment is blissful. Yeah. I love that. And I love that you want to give that to people. That's amazing. That's a gift.
I feel like
everybody can or wants to or is willing to project empathy. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm an empath. I feel everybody." Okay, cool. But a lot of people don't want to give empathy. A lot of people don't want to make you feel good. And that's what I see and hear you say. That's what I see you do and hear you say. We gotta talk more, man. I know we have great conversations whenever we do talk, but this is amazing. I love that. I love that this part of your ministry, honestly, and I love the fact that our separate fan bases are gonna see that people in different spiritual journeys can coexist and can understand one another. We were having a conversation about mystics the other day. And just for understanding, so I love that. And thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity too, man.
So I'm gonna get you on a phone interview or another call or something and get you. I had some really interesting stuff for you, brother, but I'm gonna get into this game. Maybe we can do a live, IG live or something for the people and bring you on and do something like that.
That would be dope. I'm back in LA. I'm back in LA on Friday evening. So.
And that's where you're based, in LA.
Yeah. I'm back in LA. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So are you ready for this game, Vegas Tay?
I don't know what this game is, but I'm ready.
It's a real simple game. It's a this or that game. And you don't have to. I'm sorry.
Kilo join. I'm gonna have Kilo come join.
What's up, brother? Come on, nephew.
Huge. Come up.
Ah, look at him.
Well,
Big old baby, right?
okay.
Big
All
old baby.
right, ready.
Oh my gosh. I was just playing with my girl downstairs. This is a this or that. You don't have to explain it, but if you want to, you can. But it's just like some cool little choices
Okay.
that I like to make relative to the guest that I'm having on. Oh, look at that, giving him all kinds of love.
That is boy, man.
How old is he?
He is now 4.
4? Oh wow. Sheesh. It's a big 4-year-old. All right, Vegas, tell you this or that. Erica or Jill?
Eric.
Erica, okay. Weed or liquor? You are in a free state. You are in a legal state.
Liquor, I hate to say it.
Liquor?
Yeah.
Okay. NYC or LA?
New York.
New York? Okay. Mental or physical?
Woo! That's hard because I love me a little bit. Man.
That quarantine, I'm telling you, that quarantine gotta like that physical might be the choice.
Okay, so when you ask that, because I want to be honest, when you ask that, physical, mental, is that meaning how I experience life or one person?
People.
Mental.
Mental?
Yeah.
50 or Ja?
Wait, who?
50 or Ja Rule?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really crazy about both, but I'll give it to 50. I know more about 50 than Ja Rule. That's such a New York question. That's such a New York question.
Biggie or Tupac?
Right. Oh, see,
I did. I gave you an easy one.
Biggie.
Wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where are you from originally? Well, this is a question. Where are you from originally?
So I was born in Salt Lake City, Utah.
You were born where?
Utah, but I was raised in Vegas. So I would say I've spent the most time.
Do you not have family on the East Coast?
I do. I got family in Patterson.
Jersey, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That was in my mind. So I'm like, wasn't this kid born in Jersey?
Time in Patterson, nigga. I just got family from Patterson.
My fault. I was really about to try and come at you too. I was like, wait a minute, how you say that's a New York question? You from the East Coast, like,
bro? No, I stepped in and out of Patterson.
He was like, I just came to visit. I just seen what it was like, and I was
out of that joint.
CD or digital? What is that?
Digital.
Why? I'm curious. No, I'm not judging you, but I'm curious.
Because I think that being a visual artist, I think digital has really opened up the world to a lot more visually.
That's real.
To, align with a record,
Yeah, that's real. That's real. Because with technology improving, we have way more lines of revenue for that, and like way more ways to stream these visuals. It's not just in a magazine or 7 o'clock on MTV. So I feel that's real. That's definitely real. But don't you miss the CDs though, and pulling the case and opening up the poster?
I do. I miss that because that added value to music.
It did, because you had to take the time to go get that.
Yeah, it's so oversaturated. Like you got somebody hitting you, telling you about a single they
dropped. Now it's just a click away.
Yeah, so I do miss that, but I would say that what I've enjoyed really in art, and when I've been most stimulated is recently, when I've been able to experience it in ways that are easier and also allow people to really show.
Come and say the last part again. Come to the mic. Come a little close to the mic.
I was just saying that I would say that I really do love CDs in that era in music. I did enjoy that, but with digital art now, I think that it's allowed me to experience it in a way that I really have been the most stimulated in my life.
Okay. Wow.
by being able to also get exactly what people want me to feel. I love that. I love that.
I think you being able to reflect in that as a visual artist is extremely important. That's amazing to receive in this moment. I definitely can respect that. I'm learning a lot about you. I'm learning a lot about you. I didn't think this or that was gonna be so insightful. So I have two more for you. Bluetooth, like speaker, or headphones? Headphones, right? Like get all them feels.
Function my soul, bro. Like all of my ears.
Word. It's like I need you to penetrate me. Like I need to hear every note, octave, wave, everything.
My toes.
So we had a artful person on here earlier. She was an artist of her own in her own right, but not actually I found out she did music as well. And that was it was amazing. Like towards the end, like that's why I was just so long. My bad. Actually, okay, I did say I had two more. Now it's really the two more. Online or in person?
What do you mean by that?
Vegas Taylor, guys. Vegas Taylor.
Like
your exchanges, your experiences, and when whatever fathom that means, that is for you.
I'll be honest, and it's changed more recently. Online, bro.
Change more recently, like pandemic change, or like change more recently, like past year?
Like the last couple years of just getting further in things. I guess getting further in things. I feel like
is that where your connections are being made?
Yeah, but well, not even that. I think when I hear your question, I think of just my day-to-day interaction.
Yeah,
like it's easier for me sometimes to deal with somebody online because I'm able to put a boundary in how that exchange goes.
He's a Leo, people. Yeah, he's a Leo. Gotta have that control.
Very, very extroverted dude, and I really love.
You are, but you're very controlled.
But yeah, I like controlling my peace a little more. So
I respect that. I definitely respect that. I do. I definitely do. But I'm very intuitive, and within the conversation, I was like, oh, boundary, up, line, up, don't cross that.
Like, okay, you cool, like, let's link up, or da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in person with you, I don't really got that luxury of being like, I ain't really trying to be around.
See, and I'm almost the opposite. Like, in person, it took some time, took in the past maybe 5 years, for me to learn how to set boundaries with somebody and be very straightforward with them. It's like, hey, no, I don't respect that because of this is a boundary that I have, blah, blah, blah. Like I've been blessed to be able to, what am I saying? Speak on that. I lost my words. Last one. Sun or moon?
Sun or moon?
Mm-hmm.
Moon.
Moon?
I'm a vibes dude. I'm all about the vibes. So I feel like the moon.
You don't be vibing in the sun?
It brings the vibes, man. The moon brings the vibes. It's a moon.
He's like, I like the moon too. He about to go howl at it.
Yeah. You want to hear him sing?
Uh-oh. He's about to be on the next feature, huh?
Get out of there. Yeah, I'll give it to the moon.
No, I love the moon. I definitely do. But being a fair-skinned brother, I don't mind soaking up some sun. I don't mind that.
I'm a Leo, so I should really love the sun.
And I'm right after you. I'm a Virgo.
So I love the sun. Like I love being in the sun. I love heat on my skin. I just think I love when I'm looking up. I love to look up at the moon. Like really, I'm a low light dude. Like,
maybe it's because you're from Vegas too, and we couldn't really look up out there. That sun was intense, but no, I like all jokes aside, like I feel that because the moon is very insightful and emotional as a being all on its own, and it projects a lot. Like it controls the water on the planet.
Do you remember Bear in the Big Blue House?
Yes. And oh, I'm gonna have to put that somewhere in this edit. I'm gonna have to.
Bro, you gotta edit that in here, man.
Yo, I'm gonna have to put that on the bed. Yo, you brought back some memories.
It was a good time, dude, just to be a kid and watching those. So that's what, like, when you talk about CDs, that's when I think about like the ability to not have access when it was a good thing, because you had to sit home and wait on the show, and then the show came and it was like, oh my God, Bear in the Business. I'm saying, like, it just was a different time. So
yeah,
I really love that too.
We had an appreciation for things back then.
Yeah.
That's really what, like, 90s babies, like we had. You're 90s baby. You weren't in the 80s, right?
I'm 91.
Like the same. Oh, we're the same age. Okay. I didn't realize that.
That I was older or younger?
Huh?
That I was older than you or younger?
I thought you were younger than me. Because I'm usually always like the old friend. Like I don't know why recently that's been me. Like,
man, boy, I'm
like,
a grown man.
I mean, at least you look younger. I mean, I don't look old. I don't look old, right? I don't look old. I could pass for a good 23. I could be 23.
Black, so you good, bro.
Say it again.
Black, so you good.
You're right. Black don't crack. Mr. Vegas Taylor, Vegas Tay, Taylor Murphy. What was your nickname?
Snuffy.
Snuffy?
Duffy.
Duffy,
because I'm the baby of 9.
Nuffy. Oh, I got you. Thank you, Nuffy, for Thank you, Nuffy, for allowing yourself to be here. Thank you for exchanging in your truth. Thank you for being a king in this world that's sharing with the world, really, in projecting your gifts and abilities. And that's the only thing I ask for from these kings and queens out here, is to just share your truth in whatever way you're comfortable. Do what you feel, but allow yourself to grow through your processes. Allow yourself to take those challenges on and really pass those tests, because then you end up in Sunday service. Then you end up building 9 feet things for your visual videos. Then you end up with group chats with celebrities and stuff. That's what you got to do. No, and also, thank you, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate you taking overtime and definitely sharing. So I apologize to your next appointment. If they need anything from me, let me know. I'll write a note.
I'm gonna bill your ass.
I'm gonna get the invoice. That's great. I'm about to block you on everything.
Man, thank you so much for having me, brother. And I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the conversation today, man. Genuinely enjoyed it. He wrote me too.
Good. I'm glad. That's the only thing that matters. As long as he did, as long as nephew's good, we good over here.
Yeah, now that nigga done.
He probably ready for a walk right about now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah. So enjoy your evening, bro. I know you got a lot more hours in your day compared to mine. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and thank you, bro. If you need anything from me, please shoot me a message. All your info will be posted below. So guys, don't worry. All Vegas Taylor's info is in the bio in our description. All right?
Oh man. Later, bro.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one. All right.